first. So, what hero do you guys want to see? It is Merlin, Fallen Angel, Sad Dracula, or the mighty Charon? Or is it pronounced Charon? I have no idea. Or Charon? Dracula? Really? Come on, any votes for Fallen Angel? You really want to tank my rating. Charon? Any votes for Fallen Angel, please? If it's Drac or Charon, I'm the tiebreaker. Fallen Angel? Anyone? Type Fallen Angel now, please! Please, please, please! Ah! Come on, guys. Fallen Angel was clearly the strongest hero there. The only A tier. You really want to see me tank my rating, but at least I can play Charon over Drac. That's a huge upgrade. Whew. So with Charon we want our first character to die for a nice boost. A baby dragon? That dies? Doesn't sound so terrible. Maybe I should have sharded the baby route, but I like a baby dragon dying and getting bigger and getting into the backline. So it's Genie's Wish here anytime. And now... yeah, it's Madman for sure. I'm thinking about actually locking for Black Cat, but Black Cat picking up the Charon buffs is so bad. No, I rather want other front row creatures over the Black Cat here. If we weren't Charon, I would have picked up Black Cat, as she goes so great with Madman. Yes, another nice buff here. I can live with the loss, it's expected in this combination. Yeah, Polywoggle. Polywoggle. But I don't want Polywoggle to slay this turn. So it plays in 4. The other question here is, do we want a second Madman? Or do we want a Sure Shot? Sure Shot goes really nice with our Charon Hero Power too. Not sure about it. Double Madman power behind the Polywoggle would be a higher probability to make him slay. A second Nah, come on. Probably should have taken the Sure Shot. I'm taking the risk that the Polywoggle slays just not to lose too huge here. It doesn't slay, but at least it gets a buff. Yeah. I'm okay with this line of play. So we have double Madman power in the back line. A nice buff Polywoggle in slot 1. But what goes with this? What is this shop? I'm even thinking about rolling. Or is it Visits Familiar and Sleeping Princess here? I hate this shop. Any suggestions? Would you roll or would you pick up these two? What can we roll for? Come on. Let's just get these two. Polywoggle is going to slay right now. And he's given us a wonderful level 4 character. Even this turn. That's great news. Wow. Wow. I've never bought Feasting Dragon so far, this patch. But this early, the Feasting Dragon is pretty hungry and might do quite some work, backed up by Madman. We might get really huge characters the next couple of turns. And it goes well with Charon if it dies first. Yes, Sleeping Princess, Potion of Heroism. Wake up, princess, wake up. There you go. What else do we want from this shop? A white stack goes really well in slot 2. A baby dragon wants to play in slot 1 too, but the feasting dragon is so eager to slay. But if we pick up the white stack, there's no way we can move the feasting dragon to slot 2. Let's roll a little more. I love this. I would love to reposition too, but the time was running out. Was it even the right treasure? The feasting dragon is not good. Should we've picked up another treasure? Yes, highly likely. Highly likely. Okay, we lose here against a quite huge triply. But a feasting dragon might do some work. So let's reposition this disaster. Maybe even this way. But no, I want the feasting dragon to die first to get some more stats on it. Feasting dragon seems really strong with Charon. Are we still strong enough to pick up XP? Turkish Delight sounds tasty. But we have to fill a slot 2 on this board. Here's the line of play. The Polywoggle goes here and slays. We go on 4.0. Roll one time. I like to lock here for the level 3 treasure. I'd love to find Sporcus too, as always, to even buff our Feasting Dragon more, but let's see if the Feasting Dragon is still hungry. Yes, he is. This is going to be a slay. Yeah, we should win this one, or... No, the Geppetto doesn't scare me that much. Oh, the Geppetto was quite unlucky, as he had no Princess Peep. Princess Peep is so crucial for Geppetto to have a stable mid-game, especially after they removed the Sheeps and Wolf clothing. Let's pick up a nice level 3 treasure here. Which one is it? Wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. Your characters with Slay have +3/+3? Feasting Dragon loves it. What is it now? Is the Mixer Whistle any good? Is the Mixer Whistle any good here? What could we whistle into? No, not really, not really, not really. I'd rather roll here. Well, the Mixer Whistle would have been good to get +1/+1 onto the Wizard's Familiar, but that's all what it would have done. Do we want any of these? Are any of these worth locking for it? 1412 Shupa? But no, slot 1 and 2 are nicely occupied. The white stack has even some synergy with Book of Heroes at this point and this strength. It's just a roll for my taste here. Nothing worth locking here. Slay, Feasting Dragon, slay. I can see you're so hungry. He doesn't actually look hungry on that picture, doesn't he? Yes, there's another slay. At this point, I wouldn't mind picking up more Feasting Dragons from the shop too. I've never bought a Feasting Dragon so far this patch. Maybe this is the first time. Wow, that's a huge spell weaver. We can't polywoggle this one. Though he was 13-13, it was not enough. But I still don't want to give up slot 5 on the Madman. There's a Grim Soul. There is a Grim Soul. I'm thinking about Grim Soul Polywoggle. Is it worth it? To get an early 6 next turn? But it's 4 gold now. And we wouldn't even play the Grim Soul this turn, or we wouldn't... No, we'd play the Grim Soul, but we wouldn't play the Polywoggle this turn. Interesting line of thought here. Yeah, let's do this. Let's do this. This looks weird this turn, but I want an early level 6 character next turn. Another Feasting Dragon, maybe? Not interested in the Wizard's Familiar at this stage. Where are all the level 4 characters, by the way? Pick up Chicken. There are some. Riverwish Mermaid is interesting. A little late for her, but... come on. Let's do that. Ah, no! 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 With Grimsoul, the plan was to Grimsoul Polywoggle next turn. I clearly sabotaged it with the Riverwish, so the Riverwish is not allowed to play next turn and must be switched versus the Polywoggle. Yeah, Feasting Dragon hungry. Feasting Dragon even hungrier, or who is triggered? Was there a way to see where the trigger went on? The animation was so fast. So what's the line of play here? Yeah. We do it. We want an early level 6 out of a Polywoggle. The Familiar is so bad. I'm thinking about making the Familiar to gold by feeding it to the Kraken. Yeah, come on. Familiar to the Kraken. And now let's roll for something worthier for slot 7. We can see an Oni King Southern Siren combo. The Sporko is a nice upgrade over the Madman. Which one do we want now? We don't have... this is a dragon and not a monster. Do we even want the Oni King here? I want the Sporko. I definitely want the Siren. But not this turn. So... That was bad. I didn't want to lock the Siren. There's a Burning Tree. With quite some buffs from the Feasting Dragon already. And there's one more buff incoming. We weren't lucky to find more Feasting Dragons, but the Burning Tree is actually viable, I think, with the buffs from the Feasting Dragon so far. And we have an early big pig. No, it's actually 3 big pigs. Oh, so many decisions to make, guys. So many decisions. What direction does this lead us? We can try to make some crazy Bierstein endgame work. I don't think we have enough components to go slay. This could be a nice entry into a Treants endgame. We have an Oni King here. I definitely want the Burning Tree. But what else? I'd love to get some XP too. Yes, there's the Southern Siren again. This is a no-brainer. Whee! So, what are we actually... Well, wait a minute. This Grimsoul is far weaker than the 3 big pigs. So they should play just for stats for the moment. So, should the Riverwish Mermaid play for some more slay scaling? Not really. The Burning Tree is highly unlikely to slay. The Feasting Dragon needs the Sporko back up. Yeah, the Feasting Dragon stopped slaying at this point. Maybe it's time to transition and say bye-bye to the dragon in one of the next turns. Though the Feasting Dragon Charon comp worked quite nicely, so we actually had a little from our hero power. That was a nice hit. But are we still okay here, or... we tie here. Salua is pretty strong. Already a level 6 treasure. What do we have? Yeah, I really missed on focusing on the treasures here. There's a Lancelot. 2020? With the Sporko? Is Lancelot our replacement for the Feasting Dragon at this point? I think he is. We go into 6.0 next turn. Yeah, bye-bye Feasting Dragon. He had quite some appetite this game. Welcome, Lancelot. Welcome to the team. We're playing against lobby leading Gwen, so I don't pick up for glory. Any mixer Whistle targets? Not really. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Sell, sell. Buy. What else to sell? Oh, come on. Oh, maybe this way is the better positioning. That was a greedy play. I don't even have an idea if we'll need the upgraded Grimsoul for our endgame. And the positioning was debatable too. The Grimsoul needed to play in slot 1, I think. Yeah, we had no combo with the Southern Siren. Grimsoul must have played in slot 1. But the Grimsoul with Charon's hero power is kind of a non-bo. We don't want the Grimsoul getting bigger and bigger. And it's... we're down to 11. But we play the Ghost of Pied Piper. There's a Baba Yaga. Can we transition to Slayer, or is it too late for that? There is an upgraded Baba Yaga. Oi, 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 oi. Welcome to the team. So, what's the line of play here? Let's roll. I don't think we need the Pigomorph against the Shadow. We don't have the key treasures to pull off Slay for real. There is a Grumblegore. Grumblegore is a monster and goes nicely with Oni King. We have a River of Schmer. Wow, who has to leave our team? This one and one. This one has to play behind of the Slay units. I want the Grumblegore. Does the Riverwish Mermaid have to play? I think this is the strongest lineup. We could have even picked up another Grimsoul. Yeah, this is a problem. The Grimsoul is too huge. The Grimsoul is too huge and even gets buffed by the Oni King. This doesn't work out well scaling wise. But I'll pick up a Jomon Gun anytime if we see one. At least we have secured top 4 and we're up against the Geppetto again. So he seems to have found his Princess Peep and stabilized. Let's pick up 1 more HP, as it might make the decisive difference here. Oh, there's a second Grumble Gore. We're playing some kind of a sleigh comp without the sleigh treasures. Level 6 does not provide much of sleigh treasures at all. We usually want level 4 or 5 treasures. So it's a pass here for me. Hugify. Do we want to hugify anything? Roll. Yes, we want a level 5 treasure, as mentioned earlier. And we want Jormungand. Who has to leave our team? I have to sell 2. Do we need the Riverish Mermaid again at some point? Or is it time for the 3 big pigs to leave? Yeah, they have no room any longer. And bye-bye Burning Tree. Welcome Jormungand. Is it the right slot for Jormungand? Or is 5 better? Yeah, maybe even 5 is better. To give him the buff from the Baba Yaga. Quite some animals, but no BSC yet. Ah! That was a worst possible target for us here. Let's see if we can get some sleigh going with all of the small animals. There might be a world where we can win this one. This one over there, the bearded vulture, is going to be huge in the end, but our Jormungand should be bigger and we should be able to take this one home. Just in case you guys want to take a peek at my personal tier list for climbing to top 100, there it is. I ranked some heroes lower than other players just because of the lack of experience with them. And I ranked all of the late game and highly RNG based heroes lower because you don't want to get 7th or 8th when climbing to Mythic top 100. So we're up against Gwen again. Gwen has the better sleigh build here, I think. How can we beat it? Maybe by picking up... I'm thinking about the soul tag. I need to roll. I'd love to pick up a combat spell. Are we good enough to take an Echo Wood? Oh, we lack the key treasures. I can't resist it. Let's lose with an Echo Wood. The combat spell, please. There's another Jormungand. We highly likely lose this one. I should have hard rolled for the soul tag here. Just couldn't resist picking up the Echo Wood, but the correct line of play, if this would have been a really important tournament play, I would have hard rolled for the soul tag for sure. Do we still live? Yes, we live. Before we meet Gwen again, we really want to pick up a soul tag. So, but now it's against huge treants. Highly likely against huge treants on Xelur. How do we beat these? We want the second Jormungand. We want a combat spell or an upgraded Jormungand, yeah. But we have to sell one. Whom can we afford to sell? Is there any line of play where the River-Wish Mermaid returns to the game? Yeah, I don't think so. Bye-bye, Mermaid. Sneef. Level 6 treasure incoming. It's either Phoenix Feather or Spear of Achilles. Do we slay it all against big tree ants? Oh, this is so bad. This is so bad. I don't think we have a chance against big tree ants. Or do we? At least this way Slay goes off. The Jormungand survived. Might there be a line of play where we win this one? How huge does our Echo Wood get? Is our Echo Wood large enough to win this game for us? Wow! Wow! I haven't expected this. So, we're up against Geppetto's Shadow. Yeah, all of those tasty little creatures are great for scaling our Slay build. So our thoughts go to the next match already against Gwen. That means I really want to pick up a Soul Tech this turn. Not interested in another Grumblegore, but are we interested in another Jormungand? Yes, we are. But what slot does the Jormungand play? Probably more like this. Or is it a mistake, as Grimsoul might trigger this Jormungand here? Might be even a mistake. Wait a minute, as we win this one relatively easily, I like to leave this Jormungand out, at least for this game. And the hard rolling for Solturk begins next shop. I just can't resist all of these juicy 6 creatures. It's so hard to stick to the plan to hard roll for Solturk. So hard. So no surprise that we're fine here. But we really lack all of the key treasures. No horn. I'm already thinking about what else I want to pick up next turn except for a Soul Tag. Combat spell could make a real difference. We need to avoid the first Slay, and our best chance is a Soul Tag, so I pick the Soul Tag over a combat spell anytime. The dragon must not slay. Okay, I'm committing myself to hard rolling for the Soul Tag this turn. Nope, nope, nope. And that's how long my commitment lasts. Do we cast the Pigomorph here? The Pigomorph is a 1 in 7 chance. No, wait a minute. If the Pigomorph hits the River-Wish Mermaid, we're fine too. So the chance is not that small. Let's cast it. The Pigomorph either can hit the Lightning Dragon or the River-Wish Mermaid, and we might be able to win this one. So no Soul Tag there. Let's reposition this a little. I'm not too sure about if this is right because of the Grimsoul might hit the worst Jormungand. That was a terrible hit for us. Highly likely good game, Spitzbub. Although we can slay here, but... No, 10 HP. Too huge. Wait a minute, no. This Echo Wood is just too huge for us. Good game, Spitzbub. He had the better slay. Really should have focused a little more on finding the soul tech. But I'm pretty okay with picking Charon this game. Our hero power did quite some work for us with a polyvogeled early game Feasting Dragon that did quite some scaling in the shop before we replaced him for the Lancelot. And Lancelot did quite some work. We tried to transition to a slay endgame, but weren't able to find any of the key treasures to place higher. We might have placed higher with a lucky soul tech pickup, but I'm pretty okay with this outcome. Oh, we had almost 38% winning percentage last game, so we went without chances.